And then the fashion, another pandemonium, another madness. Because of time when you fade into the blackness. And when you're staring at the phone on your lap, but you're hoping, but the people never call you back. What? This is how the story unfolds. You get another hand soon after you fold. And if your pants unravel in the sand, what would you wish for if you had one chance? So airplanes, sorry I'm late. I'm on my way, so don't close that gate. And if I don't make it back, I'ma switch my front and I'll be right back at it to the
You know every song ever written.
I know.
Yeah.
What's even the second? What's the
You're a
second
human.
one? If I can make what's the second bit of that same song? I love the second one. Second verse.
Yeah, the second verse is like.
Wait.
Why do I not? Nah, these songs were really 13 years ago, you know, because I do not remember.
B.O.B. airplanes. No. I know that. I know it. Wait.
I used to know the other verse as well.
I know it. Wait. I'm getting it.
So the question is, can you rap Lil Wayne 6 or 7 4 word for word?
No
way.
But you know what I can do? Wait, what's his name?
Excuse my charisma.
Excuse my charisma. Fuck her with a splitter.
I don't know. Should we love the girls? What girl rap songs do we? That's good.
Oh, we're live. All right.
Nicki Minaj, what's that? Super bass.
Fuck that song.
This is for the boys with the boom sister. Top down AC with the cooler system. When he come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like he's saving up. And he ill, he real, he might get a bill. He pop bottles and he got the right kind of bill. He cold, he dope, he might sell coke. He's always in the air, but he never fly coach. He's a motherfucker church sailor on the ship. When you make him dip, kiss him on the lip. That's the kind of dude I was looking for. And yes, you get slapped if you look a hoe. I said, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, mama, you're like pelican fly. I mean, you're so shy and I'm loving your tie. You're like sticking to the guy with the thing on his eye. What? Yes, I did. Somebody please tell him who the F I is. I am Nicki Minaj. I'm like the dudes up. Back coops up and chop producers up.
After all of that, the verse in Monster is still better. The verse in Monster is still better.
Best song?
Or Bedrock.
Wait, what's
Yes.
Let me guess. No, Tiger's bit was it. She like 10 in. I like staying in. She like romancing. I like rolling with friends. She says I'm caged in, but I think her conscience in. She's watching her oxygen. I'm watching ESPN. And when that show ends, she's under my skin. Lotion, the motion, roller coasting like back forward. Hold it. She posts like it's so posters, and I post like I'm supposed to take this photo. If you for me, she said, don't you ever show this. I'm too loyal and too focused to be losing and be hopeless. When I spoke then, she rejoices. So the words keep me open, so I close it. Word closing. She don't love it for the moment. She ain't got a man, but she's not alone. It's independent. Yeah, she got her own. Hey, gorgeous, I mean flawless. That's what you are. How I see it is how I call it. Look at how she walk. She knows she bad. Do your thing, baby. I ain't even mad, and I ain't leaving fast. I'ma stay a while. Hold your head, Chris. Could come and take a bath.
You know. Wait, one second.
I don't know Itty Bitty Piggy.
He said he came from Jamaica. He owned a couple
of
fake views because he never got his
paper. Gave up on love, fucking with them heartbreakers, but he was getting money with the movers and the shakers. He was mixed with a couple things, bought like a couple rings, grips in the condo, grants and sing.
Nah. Someone should tell Ron bar for bar is finished, man. Bar for bar is finished, man. They're coming for you.
Guys.
Okay.
Someone signed Rose, man.
a bit too lit during the interval.
Hey! We keep this place live with the best female podcast here.
Cheers, bro. Thank you.
We ain't chatting.
Who gave you that title, though? Just self-proclaimed.
I'm saying it myself.
Okay. I'm just asking.
Have you done this at any other podcast?
Best female. No, we actually haven't. Karaoke at a podcast. Yeah,
exactly.
You killed it.
I couldn't bring the mics because we got them already.
Anyways.
Welcome back to GTG Get the Gist, baby. We with our homies.
Yes.
Charge it to the game. I call them homies now, you know.
Charge it.
I've been charging. To be honest, I've been charging things lately.
Energize.
Yeah? What
I've been charging a lot of things lately.
Why are you charging?
Oh, yeah.
What have I charged? I've charged a lot of things.
Lot of charges.
I just feel like I've charged a lot of things. In 2022, so much that I can't even remember. I lost the receipt.
Oh, that's like one of my jokes. That's like one of my bars.
Your jokes are crazy. They're crazily not good.
She said they did.
She wanted to say that that's so bad.
But I didn't want to be too. Guys, it's actually just of the week, you know.
Yeah.
It's actually
Just of the week.
First of all, you guys have Twitter.
Yes.
So now, like, Twitter has a For You.
I'm chronically on Twitter.
Twitter has a For You page like TikTok.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Twitter is very sacred to me. Like, I'm only going on what I like. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going on For You page to discover new tweets.
But like, it's either,
Like, do you know
but
what
it's
I
either
mean?
for you or following. So what are you on?
Following.
I'm not following. I'm already on.
Yeah, I follow you for a reason. I know I like your
I have to
stuff.
do For You because
Yeah.
I don't follow that many
strictly
people,
stick
so
to
it
what I
has to
know.
be For You.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
Yeah, I don't really use Twitter like that.
But you know,
They
I
just
feel
don't use
like
anything.
Twitter is just not big here. Twitter is big in the US. Like,
Is
it's
it?
huge in the US. I know from the show because that's how I go communicate with people. I have to use these hashtags.
Damn.
And I'm seeing people proper having conversations and stuff. I'm like, oh, I got to do this now.
But you know,
Twitter fell off.
It's not big here. It's
why is
big in the
he saying
it's
it?
big.
He lives like a Nigerian monk. Like he doesn't go online. There's no attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Twitter's not the same anymore. That's why.
people are not as flagrant on Twitter they used to be.
It's
100%.
just not in this country.
Are people flagrant in America? Are they like saying stuff that in 10 years they'll be like, I probably shouldn't have said that? Because that's what.
Not these days. Not these days.
I don't think people are saying things wild, but they still use it.
Oh, they're saying Rasclat there.
Use it, but it fell off.
They're saying Rasclat on the Twitter. They're saying
Really?
it.
What did
Yeah,
you
like
see
'cause my
on the
Twitter,
Twitter?
thank God, it's mixed like UK and America. So
Yeah.
I'm updated with
Beautiful
like
blends.
American news
Yeah.
and like London news and stuff like that. So like yeah, my Twitter is cool. Like
That's what I want to protect. So I don't want to be going on a For You page and like
I
messing
don't
with
think
my
there's any
Twitter
difference.
kind of thing.
Trust me, because I
Yeah,
still
but
see
I stick within football Twitter, black Twitter, and then that's really it. Like I don't really know a bit of Love Island Twitter. That's the thing with Twitter though. It makes shows better. Like
I'm so sorry. I found Love Island very boring.
Yeah, I can't get into it, man. I can't get into it. The thing is, you can't have Love Island same time you have like the football on. It just doesn't make sense. You're
Was it 'cause
I'm
of
not picking
football?
Love
I
Island.
just thought the cast was
No,
boring.
but
I don't know
even-
if it's because our Dami Hope was on it last year.
Yeah, Dami.
That now it's kind of like it's hit top here. That I feel like I'm waiting for someone as cool as him. Because let's not like he made the show last year. He made it. Now I'm like waiting for another Dami and they just haven't found someone to live
but
up
this
to
Love
it.
Island hit like peak levels of fame. Like even look at what Dami was doing, India was doing. I've never seen that before.
Wait, but see, what do you mean?
Like just the levels of fame afterwards. Like you're getting like
Yeah,
you're
but you know what
talking
they've done
even
now?
big deals, like,
They've paused their Instagram accounts anymore. They can't have people take over their Instagrams. So these people aren't going to have Instagram followings like
but
they
really,
used to.
have you never? I've never followed these guys till they're off the show anyway.
No, but what I mean is by like, if you watch when people go on Love Island, like within the first week, they're reaching 100K followers. Love Island is already going to be on for a week. And these people are still like in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, if even.
Can I tell you something? I think people are uncomfortable because this is regular people. They seem like regular people to me.
Do you know?
Yeah.
But do you know what I find weird? I'm speaking for someone who's in their position right now. I had someone comment on our show basically saying, "Oh, why can't you not put regular people on the show?" I'm a regular person. I may not look like a regular person to you, but I count myself as a regular person. I get up and I go to work like every normal person.
Okay.
Just because you find me more appealing than someone else doesn't make me less normal.
I hear
Yeah,
that.
That's
well,
on you, not on
That's
them.
strictly what's based on. Like it's based on conventionally attractive people kind of thing.
That's-
So it's a bit,
but then-
genuinely, this one on a attractiveness level, like I wouldn't be that shook on that island.
It's not
like, I
giving.
wouldn't be.
Do you know what? Do you know
No,
why?
no, it's true.
I wouldn't be shook.
That guy, David.
Wait.
I wouldn't
Do you
be
know
that
why
shook
you
on that
can't be shook on that island? Maya Jama.
Oh yeah.
Who's looking
Yeah.
at anybody after her? Because
Yeah.
even in me, I turned lesbian. On that island, I would switch. I would
Yeah,
make a
I'm Jama
move.
on Love
I
Island.
would. Skirt, who's the man? When she walked out in
My
that
girl-
black dress, I lost all my senses.
My girl is rewatching Love Island to herself because she misses the night before. So every time I come in, she keeps pausing at my Jama moments.
Oh, you feel like you've been replaced by Maya?
Nah, she keeps pausing because I start moving mad when mine comes up.
Guys,
No.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how you're going to put girls on that show after
What's
she
the
walks
point?
out.
Yeah.
Like,
Respectfully, what's the point? What's the
I
point?
don't know. Like I just feel like Love Island casting people could have done better. I don't want to say too tough.
Yeah, but we always say that like it's early. You know the way we always say that, and it's like it's early days. And like I remember saying like the one that just recently happened in the summer was my favorite one probably since the 2019 one. That's kind of only when I started
I
watching
actually
it.
had interviews with that, funnily enough. Yeah, they flew me out and everything. But I'm like, what they do is they get tons of people and they give them all contracts and then they bring you out at different points. So there's people who actually fly to this villa and they never make it to TV because it depends on what the
Yeah,
people
so
outside are like feeling.
They got the plimp.
I've never watched Love Island.
What?
Even this one in the summer.
No.
Wow.
I don't know why I took you as a Love Island person.
Really?
Yeah, just
I
from
don't
that
I know
heavy
why.
into it, like-
It all just started from when I was working like in a call center, and I was just getting so mad that everybody was talking about it. So I just sort of
Rebelled.
Yeah.
yeah.
Said,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm
I
not
used
watching
to
it.
work at Penny's.
Do you get me?
Yeah.
Because everyone's actually like, "Oh, did you hear?" And I'm like, "No, I actually did something last night, other than watch Love Island." Do you know what I mean?
Ooh.
No, but it's like fair enough. Do your thing.
I hear that.
But like,
Do you know the season that Yewande was on? never watched it, but there was enough on Instagram and Twitter to keep me informed.
Keep me
I didn't
informed.
have to sit down and watch it.
Yeah.
Because I do find it hard to sit down and watch it, especially when it's a live show.
Yeah.
I find it very hard to sit there because if you miss it, you have to go online to catch up within 7 days. It's not something you can just go back
I can
and
miss
watch.
episodes of it, yeah.
Yeah, and exactly. You can miss episodes and still be informed.
It's continuous for 3 months. Like I can miss episodes of it.
It's too long.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Big Brother? Do you guys remember when Big Brother like used to have the 24-hour thing?
Yeah.
And like
What's
you
that?
could just watch people for 24 hours.
Can we say now? Can we say that was shit?
That was bad.
That was, sorry, can I say?
Can we say that?
That sucks.
Because if you're watching something for 24 hours, that's completely unedited. They're
I
not
used to
cutting
tune
out
back
the
in.
nonsense.
It's literally
Some
people
brother's
sleeping.
picking his nose, making himself scrambled egg, like a tune back out. He's just eating the scrambled egg. I'm just like, what was? I get it. It was ambitious. Like it shows everything in its authenticity, but I don't want that.
It's giving
as someone-
Sims.
Listen, if I'm on ITV, I'm looking for entertainment. I'm not looking for. That's like my whole thing is like not to segue, but I don't like games like The Sims. Because
love
it's
The
too,
Sims.
It's too close to home. It's too close to home. I don't want to. I like.
What are you doing that Sims
Like
is
I'm
doing?
sitting there, bro. Why is The Sims like? I downloaded The Sims on PS4. I literally said, oh, this must be
I
sick.
love
People
The
say madness
Sims.
happens to this. What was it? It's like, fold your clothes.
No.
Use the bathroom.
Babe,
Work for
have you
8
not got
hours.
you don't have the advanced versions where you can live in apartments, you can own cats and dogs, you can have kids,
Can I say that on the
and there's
podcast?
seasons.
Can I say what I really want to about Sims? People just get the porno mods or whatever. They just get all the weird mods. And
Did you
stuff.
see that video on
Yeah,
Twitter
there was-
where your man is piping your girl out of bed in Sims? I was like,
didn't
what
know
is
that
this thing?
existed.
Did you guys see that video on Twitter?
Guys, you just ruined Sims for me. I
But
didn't know
was
that
like, this game must be
existed.
crazy, and I'm coming and I'm working an 8-hour shift. I do that anyway. Like, so what? I say that to say, like
Sims the shit.
Yeah, I just want escapisms. Like, I don't want stuff that's too close to home. So
Yeah.
The other thing was ambitious, but I didn't like it.
You know what's too close to home? Argos. They're closing down.
What?
Did you know Argos was owned by Sainsbury's? Did you know that?
No.
I found out today.
Wait, no, rewind. Are they going to do a sale? Baby, are they going to do a sale?
Bro, like I heard like
Clear.
people want to rush there and do their thing.
Yeah, because I want to buy an iPad. So if they're going to do a sale, let me buy my Apple products.
Hey, yo.
real
Inevitable
quick.
though.
Apple will never do a sale.
But it's not Apple, it's Argos.
Argos.
Yeah, but like Apple.
Oh, the
What are they gonna do?
Apple items in Argos.
Yeah,
Okay.
Well, are they going to send their products back to Apple?
Apple would rather take their like stock back than drop
Yes,
prices.
Apple owns my entire
Have you
life. Let
seen
me not
the new
lie.
iPhone is like €1,400.
No,
I'm
1,600.
not gonna buy it.
But
Yes.
But no, baby, let me tell you what to do. It's 1,600 for the Pro Max, but what you do
That's
is
a
you
big
buy
fine.
it in America, so it's 400 quid cheaper.
You really think
It's
you're
1-2 in
finessing
America.
iPhone right now? It's only ended in iPhone finessing use. Like, you
Sir,
can't find a deal.
have you
on-
seen that camera quality?
But I heard that the 14 camera quality is actually not that good.
Yeah.
My sister has it, and it seems pretty good to me.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit
She
of
has
a
a
hater.
Pro Max.
I'm a bit of a hater on Argos.
Do you have
to
an
be honest.
iPhone?
Why do you hate Argos?
The catalog, yeah.
Argos.
Are you an Android user?
No, I'm saying
He
Argos.
looks like it a little bit.
I just
have
had to
my iPhone
ask.
right
I know, but still.
No, I just had to ask because
What's
you
an
were hating
Android
on
user look like?
They look like NPCs.
Hey, relax.
You're an Android user.
That was my way. Get just to say relaxing.
I have both.
That's what he's been taking.
Why do you have two
Another
phones, sir?
toxic trait.
Yeah, why does that
Why
two phones?
have you got
One of
two
those two
phones?
You know what Deji does that annoys me so much, alright? Normal people take screenshots. He takes the picture. He takes a picture of the burner. He goes, "Guys, so I got this text and it's blurry and it's a picture of an,
That's so true. That's so
I'm seeing a picture of a screen
You
of another phone.
That's toxic trait right there.
You know what?
That sounds so fraudulent.
It's so
What
true.
are you hiding?
No, you know what?
Sends us a picture of Instagram. Like instead of sending screenshots of Instagram's here, another phone taking a picture.
Genuinely, on this podcast right now,
The only
this is not
time
a
I
funny
do
segment.
that is on Snapchat when I don't want people to know I've
Yeah, see, I don't do
screenshot.
that. The reason
Have you
why?
ever done it?
Nah, I don't feel the reason
Stop, man. It pisses me off so much.
You don't trust him, do you? He's toxic, isn't he?
to. Look, don't let them lie to you. Don't let them lie to you.
It's
Because
coming
the
from
thing
your
is, right,
mouth.
No, if I
No,
screenshot on this phone, right, my WhatsApp is on this phone, and I text these man on WhatsApp.
Yo, that phone was crazy.
Yeah, it's WhatsApp. It's
But
WhatsApp.
why do you
Zoom
have
in
to
on the
do
phone,
that?
please.
I told you, one is for WhatsApp and shit. This is my other phone, innit?
Well, like, Dej, why do you take the picture of the iPhone with the Android?
Because if I screenshot that,
Because it looks grainy and it annoys me.
I know what he's talking
It
about.
annoys me. This is a genuine moment.
You know,
Let
let me
what
tell
your
you why.
classmates
Let me tell you
are
why.
telling you now is a
Let me
problem. You
tell
need to
why.
do better in
Because if I
2023.
screenshot this, I can't send it on WhatsApp because my WhatsApp is on this phone. So I just
But why is your WhatsApp on that phone?
because if I move it over, I will lose everything that's
You
on
know
this
you
one.
don't. You can.
No,
You can
it's
all-
different.
you
You can't
can
go from
all
Android to
backward.
iPone.
You can.
You
It's
can't.
WhatsApp is an
My dad
You think
does
I'm
it.
trying?
Give me a phone, I'll give it to my dad. He could do it for you. He can do that stuff for you. Like,
So you have a whole separate phone for WhatsApp.
Yes.
Yeah.
And others,
That
and
is
others.
the biggest load of cap I've ever.
Why do you think it's cap? What do you think it's cap?
Because you can. WhatsApp is
You
not
can
an
legit
Android.
transfer.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to lose all his stuff.
Yeah,
But you
have
won't
a
lose
This-
your stuff.
so
as
the
bad.
So why do you think he has two phones?
I've changed my iPhone like 3 times.
So-
No,
So-
you can change.
So,
you can
Ree,
change.
Ree.
No, this
No,
is
no,
the
no.
thing.
This guy
you
is-
can change from iPhone to iPhone, but if you're switching from Android to iPhone, it loses everything.
2015, I have.
Ree,
I
Ree,
know
why
it-
do you
Ree.
think he has two phones? In your head, why do you think he has two phones?
But why would
He's a man.
I'm asking you why you think he has two
Because
phones.
he has a white chromosome.
What is the problem with having two phones? Please.
it's giving fraudulent activity.
A drug dealer, or you're moving mad in the streets.
I'm not a report him just so he
Wait,
gets
wait. Does the government know you have two phones?
What does the government need to know? I have two phones.
Hey,
Nah.
Do the girls you're
Wait,
talking to know you have two phones?
Who's like? So do girls have both your numbers?
Ree's a terrible.
I just said it. I said to the girls you're talking to know you have two phones.
As you say, let me land. Do the girls have both your numbers?
I only have one number.
you have one number and two phones.
There's no SIM card in this.
Oh, there's no SIM.
So
So then, how does your WhatsApp work?
you see this thing here. So
You don't need a SIM card for WhatsApp
unlimited
to work.
data, you just gotta hotspot this one to this one, and then you can do your thing, innit?
Honestly, Deji can.
That sounds actually sounds like a chore, man.
Deji-
Just lose everything on one phone and transfer everything to the other phone.
Deji can gallivant what way he wants. It's just
There's
the fact
fraudulent
he's sending
activity
us-
going on.
He's sending us crucial information on
Wait,
another.
wait. No,
and it's
no,
a picture
I'm not
of
letting you
another
talk.
conversation. Like we're trying to get guests together. And he's like, yeah, these guys said this.
Wait.
thing.
I'm not
There's
letting
a
this guy
pass
talk. I'm not letting this guy talk. You wanna know why? Because he doesn't even read the group chat. We will have.
But when he does, you see your grainy pic. That's why he doesn't read the group chat. He sees your grainy pic and he's like, I'm not
They
reading
are
this.
exposing
Sorry.
all
All
your
right, it's your podcast. Your
It's not
podcast. Get back to
women.
the back.
People are
I'm just
exposing
gonna-
your secrets.
I'm just gonna take hold again. So yeah, guys, there was this thing on Twitter that was trending about like, let me read it. It says women need to start. This woman tweeted.
Oh, I love this.
I'm awake.
Women,
Wait, yeah.
You heard women need to.
women
It
need
doesn't
to.
favor you.
Women need to start using men for sex. Sleep with them and block them.
I saw
Give them
this.
a taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, bro, use me as meat, man.
Oh, no, damn it. Use men for sex. God, what will they do?
See, this is the thing.
Women are so evil.
All these guys say this until it's a girl that they like.
Bro.
Yeah.
You know
Bro.
what? You know what? You're
Until
right,
she
you're
does
right,
it,
you're right,
and then
you're
she
right.
says she's texting someone else, you're like, who are you texting?
You're right.
Well, this
All of a
guy,
sudden
right,
you're
let me tell
triggered.
you a story. So this guy, it's so weird because I don't know why he told me this on a date, but he was telling me that basically, like, one girl that he was seeing, he knew he was a side nigga because she had a boyfriend, they broke up, and then they got together. And he said there was one day she was sitting on top of him, doing extra activities, and she picked up the phone from the other guy. And he was just there, and he was like, "What?" That he had never felt.
Yeah,
so
that is-
After God, you feel women.
It was
No,
like
But the thing is,
But he
was
was-
he fine with being the side piece?
he was
Yes.
okay with it until that phone call happened.
Yeah.
He wasn't okay with it.
Next.
He wasn't okay with it, but that's what
Have
I
you
mean.
ever
But
been-
the guys are okay until
But
you like the
that's
girl.
what-
That brings a good question. Has anybody here been the side?
Oh, I have
Did you know?
in my own relationship.
You know how crazy it is to find out in a full ass relationship that you're in a side relationship.
Charge it though.
100%. And the reason why I say I was a side chick, it took growth to accept this. I can't.
Was he doing Valentine's on the 16th?
He cheated on Valentine's Day.
Oh.
God.
It was a story. It's in the last season,
No,
but
he cheated after Valentine's Day. He was with his girl on Valentine's Day.
no, he was on Valentine's Day. He was with the other girl. He told me he doesn't celebrate.
Yeah, I'm telling you that he cheated after Valentine's Day. He was with
Oh, he
his
been-
girl
no,
on
he
Valentine's
been-
Day.
No, he was seeing.
Oh, like we know
He
already.
did Valentine's, just not with you.
Yeah, facts.
Not with you.
First of all, I'm healed. Don't press my button. Thank you. The reason why I thought I knew I was a side chick was I only saw one side of him where she got all the sides, like all like his angry side. I only saw one peaceful side of him. Like I only saw one side.
I thought I heard after God fear women.
That was him.
Okay, look, this is the thing,
Him right there.
This guy, oh, you're doing this, yeah? Fed right there. You even pointed. All right, it's calm. Dammy, don't let them tell your story, bro.
that's the end of the story.
Oh,
still.
mad.
Like we're not going to go into the whole
That's
thing
what
again.
it's called. She's healed.
Okay, she's healed.
I'm healed. Period. Poo. Trauma. Though.
I was in college. I was like seeing a girl, and she was seeing someone else. So I could be the side, and I was gassed. I was like, calm. You enjoy, you do your thing over there. Me, I'm just here for the extracurricular activities. And then she's like, but Jordan, what if I drop him? And then I'm like, bro, no, that's not the arrangement. I was fine in my lane.
get so
Why do you want to drop the main? Keep him.
I haven't been the side, but I've been the one that after she goes on a date, she comes to my room.
So you decide. No.
You're the side.
No,
Oh, that's the main.
Oh, is it? So you go for free food with the side, and then you go back to your mains gaff.
Yeah.
Because she's going back to where the
that's
penis
the home.
is.
You know too much.
What?
It's where the
Is,
penile
have you ever moved like that?
No,
No?
I actually say I have
You know too much.
No, but she's right.
No,
She's
I'm
right.
listening, I'm
She
listening.
came back to what she wanted. If she wanted that guy, she would have stayed there.
Yeah.
So why is she going out with that guy in the first place?
Because
Because he's paying for
probably didn't
food.
want anything serious.
Let me tell you, there's some
Am I
girls in
wrong?
this life who
Am I
also
wrong?
don't have shame, who will go on dates just to eat because they can't afford to pay these things themselves. They want to sit there and be wined and dined and make it look like that on Instagram. But they're really going back to what they want later on. Who doesn't do those things for them, which is the key of toxicness.
But isn't that what...
Is it toxic?
Yeah, no, I was about to ask. Can't you
It is
want
toxic
both?
because the guy that they really want is not the one taking them to those dinners.
But see, sometimes, yeah.
Did you defend toxicity? It's on brand, it's on brand, it's on brand.
I'm defending
No, do your thing, bro. I'm here.
I'm not.
I support healthy sexual relations.
Me too.
So, what if that's just the consistent dick that she has?
But
Then don't go for food with the other guy.
it's not going to be something
Not
she's not into that person because she's going home to the person she wants to be
'cause
with.
like some people.
But then she's leading that person out because if that person's genuinely pursuing her, this guy's spending all his coins taking her out on food and she's never going to do shit with him.
If that's not true, she might do shit with him eventually. But just for right now, you haven't earned the sauce.
You know, yeah, I kind of hear that still.
Because okay, think about it this way, right?
I don't know, maybe
Like-
it's just me.
Like,
I just
think
don't
about
go
it
on
this way,
those
right?
dates.
Fair enough, yeah.
You have that guy that you don't want to, it's like, why am I going to go potentially increase my body count for something that might be dead? And you have your consistency.
It's called recycling.
Wait, you know,
It's called
question. Do you care about body counts?
Recycling.
No, I don't care about body count. It's more about how did you rack it up? Because if you were from
Did you crazy? Did you said, how did you rack it up?
What if she went through like a depressive state and she was
Did
just
you
going
rack
through
it
something where she was looking for an emotional
Look,
connection?
this is the thing. Yeah. I'm not even asking because it's not like any number you tell
Okay,
me.
I
I'm
read
not gonna be
that.
happy with.
Damn, not the body count question.
Oh, so you do ask.
No, I don't
Okay, it's
ask.
best stats.
You don't ask.
I don't ask because any number you're going to tell me, I'm not going to be happy with. If I like you.
You don't want to know. You
If
just
I
don't
like
want to know. You just prefer not to
Yeah,
know.
ignorance is bliss.
But if I don't like you, bro, I don't like you.
Because me, I just expect men to have the high body counts. I just expect it.
What is high to you? That's the
We're
question.
doing this.
But you know, I don't know actually because
It's given 2018 podcast.
high is higher than me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the number, I'm actually not someone who's phased by the number because I expect men to be hoes. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't.
That's
expect-
just
Standards.
that's just him,
Generalization.
man.
I don't know, but see the thing is like from growing up, I have brothers, I have guy friends, I hear the conversations, so I don't expect.
Yeah, but guys be chatting though.
They may be chatting,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is I don't expect
Okay.
it. But I'm not judging you for it. Is also what I'm saying. If you come and you tell me your body count is like a certain number, I'm not gonna judge you for that because
So you-
I don't care about what happened prior to me.
I hear it. I
You
hear
probably
it.
just ended up in a room as a sister where the guy's just trying to impress his boys.
Yeah.
Possibly, but I also don't know. Whereas with the girls, I hear a lot more what the girls say, so I can kind of like gauge the female what happens there.
I mean, it's
When
the
it comes
dynamic
to
there.
men, if you are lying or if you're not lying, I'm expecting a lot because of what I'm hearing. But I'm not judging you on what
Do you
I'm
know?
hearing.
Okay, fair. Do you know how we're saying that guys may be able to gas up situation? Forget body count. The guy could just take a girl on a date and they gas the date because they're in a room full of their guys and they want to
Oh,
like.
I've had someone gas that he knew me. And he did.
Exactly. Men do
Yeah,
that.
so-
Do you don't think like on the other dynamic, because we're not in the room with girls, does the same thing happen, or do you not think that they might play down situations or play up situations as well? I don't know. I'm asking.
Wait, like girls play down situations.
Play up or play down?
girls play down.
Men
I know. Let me
get
tell you now.
violated when they're not in the room.
Girls,
Okay.
girls play down situations. Girls will forever play down their body count. You will never know actually how many people a girl has stepped to it because they're always afraid of being judged by saying the real number. So majority of them will say the only way to really judge is if you find out a girl has been in a long-term relationship, then you know she cannot have possibly racked up body count.
Allegedly.
But then
Allegedly.
because then again, she might have had one crazy fun year and you would have never known.
Yeah.
But you'll never know a body count of an actual
And that's
girl.
the point. What's the point of even asking? Like,
But no, but some guys do care. That's why I was just asking
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
did. But some guys do.
Comes from immaturity.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What comes
But
from
I think-
maturity?
Ego.
And then not
Yeah.
just immaturity, but in the
Yeah.
generation that we kind of like live in now, I feel like people are more free sexually than back then. You know, when our parents were growing up, the key was to go to school, get married, have kids, no such thing as divorce. You couldn't be going around seeing this person and that person. But I think our generation is more like, you know what, there's too many divorces back then. let's actually date and see people. And nobody has the authority of the right to judge your coochie or your penis.
You know,
So,
I've also... Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, you know what it is for me? Do you know where it stems from though? It's ego. Because like, if you're telling me, say for instance, like your body count's like 15, the probability of me being the best is
1 in 15.
heard
So
about
that is very So you have like a 6% chance.
Yeah,
so even if you tell me, no, it is you.
Well,
like,
statistics here, you know? Like I'm a fan of context. So what I mean is...
Wait, 1 second. Rosa, it's just like, sorry.
But sometimes
but you know what is actually mad? I think it's this white man really has me talking. Some girls really think you're the best until they get to the next person.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But that comes from an emotional thing.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Perspective.
I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I don't know if I should talk about
No, talk your truth, fam.
This is a safe
do it
space.
today.
Nobody's gonna...
I don't know if the internet is this.
I do think liking the person makes it better, but also there's somebody that could just be better. Even
Yeah. And we're thinking on two different wavelengths.
Naturally, first of all, men have more experience than women. However, the older a man gets, the more experience. So I feel like, let's say a girl being me, I would go for older men. I like going for older men.
Yeah, but that's like, there's certain things I always talk to like Dave about this driving. There's certain things that are like innate and primal and biological that we don't even...
Hey, you, English.
Innate is like within us.
Because we just had a couple bottles here. Like,
No, because because obviously society has progressed as it should, because things should get better. But there's certain things that we just ignore, that it's like women, for the most part, they value like protection and providing a protection from back. You think an older guy, bigger, more mature, can maybe provide and protect better because, like you're saying, he's experienced a bit more, so he has more knowledge on how to maybe to protect you or provide for you. And in the reverse, men used to literally, the joke, men used to go to war. Men were hunting to provide for
Bring back those men.
Yeah. So men were coming back, like they're going to war, they're providing for their families and they're protectors, and that's also innate. So as a man, you also feel like if I'm older, maybe I can protect, like we have younger siblings or younger people that I can protect someone. I'm the oldest in my family, so I feel like my brother's taller than me, but I just feel like I have to protect him. Just because somewhere in my brain is like, he's my younger brother, I have to protect him. And like to Deji's point on the previous episode we did, it's like, it makes no difference if you were saying their label or whatever. Immediately when I was like living and married to my wife, it just, something mentally feels like I have to provide and protect for her.
That came with age?
Initially, probably with age, because we started dating when I was 23, and I just finished college, and I was trying to find work. But the minute she became my wife and she was under our roof, something in my head, I don't know what it is, it just kicked in. It's like, this is your wife now. You have to provide. You have to protect. Do you know that kind of way?
I know what it is. It's the fact that it's kind of like smacked into
Exactly.
you from a young age.
Exactly. It's primal and it's instinct. It's not even just smacked into us. It's what they did back then. Men provided and protected, and women, to be smart because they're going to give birth to babies and they're going to have kids. It's actually smart for them to look for the taller guy that earns more money. There's nothing wrong with that because it just links to 6 foot, 6 figures. You just can provide and protect at the simplest basis. I think that's why the dynamic is there.
So if it's in
Ree's looking at us like...
She's looking at me because I was like just about to say, well, me, I like height because I'm a tall babe. I've never really dated someone that's drastically older than me. They've always been the same age, but I'm extremely...
Obviously, I'm generalizing. I'm general, like in general, where that's where...
I feel like Ree's very similar to me, being like financially independent and kind of like not growing up.
And that's why the benefit of society progressing is. That's the advantage.
Everyone's just like...
I dated younger. I usually date younger.
The reason why I wouldn't date younger is because like it just cuts out all that bullshit. Like when I date older.
Why do you date younger? Do you know why you prefer younger?
No, do you know what?
Yo, chill with the
They
English.
literally
Younger.
like find me. Like they actually, like some guy texted me a couple of weeks ago, and we were just talking, right? And I was like, and I literally have to ask. I'm like, okay, what age are you? Like before the conversation's going. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, I'm 24. And then like we had a few conversations on the phone, right? And he was like, oh yeah, like he was like talking about like these boys, and he was like, yeah, like they're a bit older than me. And I was like, oh, what age are they? And they were like 26. I was like, olders. And I was like, okay, what age are you? And he was like, I'm 23. And I'm like, what's your date of birth? Quick, fast. And he was like, the 14th of January 2000.
Oh,
I was
2000, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, camera.
so you're 22. You're 22. And he was like, well, you know, like 2 and 4 are really close together. I was like, and I'm basically 23.
Ain't nothing but a number, baby.
Yeah, but I asked you what age you were. But yeah, so I don't like I steer away. But my ex was younger than me.
Yeah, but just to finish on that, but that's the benefit now of like the modern day, like you're saying, because women it's a more level playing field. You don't have to look like you can be financial yourself, you can make your own money, so you don't have to look for the protection and providing as much as you would have, like we're talking about earlier, our parents' generation. But a lot of it probably stems from that. But as we're discussing, society does progress, society does move forward. We're having like every single manager I've had in my pharma jobs have all been women. So people above me have only been women. So it's not as applicable today, but it's just understanding that sometimes it comes from that initially, but obviously society changes.
You said it's innate though as well. I actually want to ask you a question. Do you think, so if it's an innate thing, can it happen at any age?
What you mean, any age, like
kind of being a provider thing? Because you know the way we're
Yes.
basing it off the principle of,
Yes.
oh, they have to be an older guy.
Think about we talked to Dage, and Dage was like he was the only guy in the house at some stage, and he felt like he had to be the guy of the house.
Yeah.
Like for some reason, maybe being the only guy or the first guy in the house, you feel like I have to protect people.
Honestly, it kicked in for me. It kicked in for me at
They literally
16.
tell you that, oh, you're the man of the house.
Yeah.
My mom would, one time my mom called me and she's like, oh, what's called? She was broken down. I went to go pick her up. Yeah, this man took my car and left me there. She's like, oh yeah, sort that out. And that's what she do. Like that's like when you're the oldest boy, especially in the Nigerian household, they tell you that, oh, you're the man of the house. Now you're this. So it's like it's literally beaten to you.
Yeah, I think it's different for me because I'm the oldest girl, and my like brothers were like 6 years younger than me. So I was like, no matter what, I'm still the protector of them. Even though now my little brother, I try to give out to this boy is huge and huge now.
Are they protective over you now?
They've never had to be.
Okay.
That's the thing.
And do you think as the oldest sister?
Like my sister's 4 years older than me, but I'm like her big brother, but she's my older sister.
So we don't live in the country, so in the same country, so maybe it's a little bit different. But whenever I'm at home, I'm like a second mom to them. So maybe like if something was to happen, maybe they might feel the need to protect
It'll
me.
kick in.
But they've never had a scenario where they've had to. I've always usually sorted myself out.
Would you men say that do you guys go for like your girls younger than you?
I went through a period it was just girls older than me. I think
Okay.
I've only ever really been with one or two girls that are younger than me.
Yeah, I've only been with
I think
one girl
literally-
older, and that's my wife now.
Okay.
If I was in a single perspective, like I'd go in and around the same age, older if anything.
Really? It's
Yeah, because I just think
I feel like
some of these young girls, man, just
yeah, I was
mentally,
gonna say it depends on your level of
they're
mental
not
maturity
there.
and how
Yeah.
mature you are.
What's it called, guys? Just to steer it away. So, do you know how like do you guys like the whole idea of like your woman bringing you a plate at the function?
Yeah, that was funny. That was like a funny concept to me. I never understood.
I would like pisses
Bear in
me
mind, I
off.
have a following question, but yeah.
Yeah, no,
It's a leading question, yeah?
it was a leading question. It's
Yeah.
okay. Because I've never went to functions with a partner. I just go whenever people get food, I'll go get it. Then I started going to functions with like Simi now. And every time she'd be like, no, say I'll get you a plate. Initially I was like,
That's her.
no, yeah, my brain was like, I'll just get my own plate.
Yeah.
But then I had to understand it's like, oh, this is something like Deji's saying. It's like something that was like conditioned to her
Yeah.
to get your man to play. So I kind of let her do it, but I don't really need it to happen.
Yeah.
I don't. If I saw the queue was there, time to get food, I'll go get food.
Yeah.
But
I
she
like
always
getting my
tells
own
me sit
food,
down
though.
and she'll get the food.
What if she picks up something I don't like?
She knows I'm a
She's
picky
gonna
eater.
pick up
Though.
something.
Yeah,
Well, if she's a girl, she should know.
Yeah,
Jollof
she's
and
gonna-
chicken,
she's
cash
gonna
money.
pick- She's
She's gonna
gonna
bring
pick up.
couscous. She's gonna bring couscous or something.
She's not gonna
But she
bring
knows you don't
you
like
couscous.
Now I gotta
girl,
pretend
like-
I like it.
But no, she knows you don't like
If she brings
couscous.
couscous, that's your up.
I was gonna say,
You
if
should
she's
know you don't like
bringing you
couscous.
couscous at an African party, you're in the wrong place. man.
Did you even find couscous?
Because that's why I said you're in the wrong
Can I
Even at the
place.
barbecue, like
Top of my head, just some shit I don't like.
Couscous.
Just some shit I don't
I've
like.
never even tried to cook that.
Can I
thing
ask
in
the
my
reverse
life.
though? Do you guys feel the obligation to bring your man to play?
you know what? Yeah, because I love my man and he's so good. I'm gonna bring that plate. I'm
Okay.
just going to do a little kabbalah a little bit, just a little bit.
See, I would just pick mine and his at the same time. I'm up there. I just do both.
No, I'll just do his.
But
and I'll let
I
him
don't
eat.
feel like no. But if I'm there, why can't I not carry the two of it at the same time? Might as well just pack the two.
I just feel I don't
If
know.
especially if I'm going to go back to the same table to go sit down.
You're
where
better than
he's
me because I don't know how to do 2 plates.
at. Oh, I used to be
Same
waitress. I can carry like 3 plates in one hand.
Okay,
I can
wow,
do.
experience.
You gotta put it across there.
How about you, Ree?
I would
No,
do
just
the
put one there,
plates.
one
I do
there.
the plates.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
know
Can
what?
carry
It's
two.
so weird because I grew up like as an only child, like just me and my mom. So there's like never been a man in in our house. Do you get me? So it was such a new concept when I was like in a relationship and stuff like that. Do you get me? And as well, like my mom's like Irish as well, so like it's so different in that sense as well. But like now, like since like when I was in a relationship, like I fucking love. Sorry, excuse my language. Like doing the cooking, like I love it.
For a good man.
She said keyword, I just like cooking. I just like doing it. I like
Because
the
we can't count on men to be good.
Well, yeah, no, not for anyone. Do you get
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
I like that, like homie, like that, like just hostess and
Domesticated
hostess.
kind of
Yeah.
Domestic, yeah.
Like, coming in. Like it was
Like I
like,
said,
one of the weeks I was doing
just
it, and I
happens.
was literally like, somebody just paid me to do this. Like, why do I have to work?
Yeah.
I would do this all the time.
Do you think you could be not work from home, be like stay at home wife?
If I had a side hustle, like because
Yeah.
I get very, like I have ADHD, so I'd get very bored if I was doing it all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
But like definitely, like I could definitely put the house together.
100%, I
Like-
could do that too.
Like make sure.
I feel like I'd
lunch,
bloody
breakfast, dinner.
ace it.
Yeah.
I'd bloody.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna ask you that. Would you believe in the whole domesticated thing?
No,
Yeah,
but I'm the
I need to
same.
have a
Like
side
I'm
hustle.
someone. I'm a busybody. I can't stay
Yeah.
still for
Yeah.
too long, so I need to be always doing something. But if
Yeah.
it came to like cooking the meals, I want to be that mom who like makes the cute little lunches for the kids, and they're like eating healthy.
Yeah.
I want to be that person. If my mom's going to work, I'll be like, here you go, babe. This is your lunch for today.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
that person. Because
Oh.
in real life, I'm genuinely that person. Like it wouldn't be anything extra for me. I'm always cook. I cook in my house, and I'm coming to Dublin with dishes or food to give my friends because I'm genuinely that person. So if I had to do it every day, I wouldn't be altering anything. I'll just now be just doing specifically for people. I'd be cooking what they specifically like, but it wouldn't bother me because I do it anyways.
All right, so like when it comes to like traditional stuff, right? And like I know people are kind of moving away from traditional gender roles and all that kind of stuff. Do you guys feel you lean more towards the traditional stuff of like man will pay the bills, you take care of the house, all that kind of stuff, or
I think so. A
how
little
do you
bit.
feel like you're gonna structure?
Coming
household?
from experience, the last relationship I was in, I was someone who earned more than my ex. So I paid more in bills than him just particularly because I earned more.
How did that make him feel?
But definitely
trash.
he didn't like it.
Yeah, I
He didn't like
thought
it.
Nah.
But my thought process was that we're a team. Just because I have more money now does not mean I'll always be the one to
Yeah.
have more money. So, and it was not a thing where it was like a rule. It was just something I automatically did. So when we came, we split the rent in half. He paid the gas bill, I paid the electricity bill. The electricity bill was a lot higher because he worked from home anyways, even though I didn't. And I would pay the Wi-Fi bill on top of it. Because I naturally did the cooking, I always did a lot more groceries than him anyways. So I was always paying more than him. But it didn't bother me because I was making more than him. But that was because I realized I was the only one who thought we were partners. He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lie, I'm a domestic goddess right now.
I'm not gonna lie, not that
class at home,
not
so
that I
if you-
know him or whatever, but like I think sometimes it's also as a man you're almost made believe that a lot of your worth comes from
Providing.
providing.
providing,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I mean, protecting and providing. Do you know what I mean?
But then if that's the case, then step up and do it. Because if you were paying it, I wouldn't have to do it.
You know what?
If that bill was in your name, I wouldn't have to do it. But you know what? You sat there and you let me set up the bills and it was all in my name.
I hear it.
If you wanted to go to the shop and pay for the groceries, get up and go do the shopping. You know what I eat. If I'm able to get up and go and do this, go do it as well. And the reason why I say particularly for him, it didn't work because I noticed that I would get little comments like, if I got a bonus from work, do you know, this is how
bonus.
partnership I was.
4%.
I had a bonus. I would split the bonus in half and give it to him.
So you're doing too much. That's your money, man.
No, but it may be my money, but we were partners.
Yeah.
Like to me, that bonus was
Yeah.
not money that I was working for. It was money that I was just given on top of it.
Yeah.
And me being the partner that I was at, babe, get yourself something nice. It became a thing. All you ever do is talk about money. I bought a car. This boy bought a car to match my car the following week.
You know what?
Come on.
Couldn't drive.
You know what? Yeah.
Couldn't try. Why did you add that part? Why did you add that part inside? Why did you? You
I
just.
had to add that part because
Why did you add the ad
he
lib?
had not done his lessons. He had not done
crazy.
anything. He had to do his
Yeah.
12
Look.
lessons, but he bought a car
Guys.
because he didn't want to learn how to drive in a
Guys,
cheap
I
car.
told you, as a man, if over a certain age and you can't drive, childish. No, it's true.
Oh, he learned how to drive quick. He learned how to drive. He finished his lessons after I kicked him out of my apartment, but that's another story.
What I will say to you though, is that it just sounds like you know, some people are like competing with their girlfriends, and I don't know. I find that so
You know,
weird.
funnily enough, this is for the ladies. I feel like we've talked about this on the pod, and I think this is where it stems, where I've said that I could never ever date a guy that I was earning more than just because of what I've been through. I would be a lot more hesitant to date someone who earns less than me. I really would be, just because of what I've been through.
Well, not to say specific, but sometimes, like you're saying, if you earn 50 or 51 and they earn 50, even though you're earning more, you're not really earning more after
okay,
tax.
no,
Yeah.
But I was earning like 20K more than him.
Okay.
Yeah, but this,
Bola.
that's also
I
a
see.
reason. That's also a reason why it goes back to the reason why men date down as well, because it's kind of like I've been working for 10 years. You've only started working for 5. I'm gonna naturally.
And that's the thing. Even though I think I was like a year older than him, but so I still classed us like within the same age. I finished uni on time. You didn't. That's on you, mate, not me.
This guy's catching strays today, man.
I'm just speaking facts. I got to work a lot quicker than you, but the thing is, I never judged you for it. You judged yourself.
Yeah. He's just projecting his feelings.
Yeah, he's projecting his ego. His ego's hurt.
His ego abusiveness.
And would you have put up, like if he had no ego behind it, would you have put up with that, like, kind of
I
long
would
term?
have. He ended up working in tech. He could definitely make more than me. He could wake up tomorrow and make more than me.
Yeah, that's the thing about salary
He
in
could
this
get a
world.
new job and...
You're one LinkedIn call away from the, like...
Legit.
My partner's one LinkedIn call away from making more money than me.
Because he earned less than me, but he treated me different because he earned more than me.
So I feel like I hear girls say, like, I can tolerate the idea of dating a guy that's broke or whatever, but the constraint is he can't
Because
tolerate that.
the thing
so
is...
I have to bear his insecurity.
Yeah, the difference between, I think, like, male and female is that, like, when we love with no
Regardless.
strings attached.
Same.
Yeah.
You could be broke as long as you're not a bum. I don't do bums. As long as you've got something for yourself and you're working to something and I can see it, I will never judge your pocket as long as I see your effort and you're trying.
Yeah, but that's
Never. And if you're dating girls who are like that, that's on you.
No, okay, but this is the thing. Like, I get what you're saying, that's on you and everything, but I feel like sometimes the financial pressure that men feel sometimes isn't really, like, how can I put this that would make sense? Like, if I'm going on the internet every day,
It's external.
and and I'm seeing that everything is telling me that as a man, if you're not paying the rent,
As a man.
Andrew Tate
you're
is
not
there.
paying this one is telling you this, this one is telling you this, this one telling you
You're
this,
lying
and
to
the thing is,
But you can't
right.
trust the internet because everything that glitters is not gold.
I understand that, but the thing is, right, if everything around you and people around you and everything is telling you that this is, as a man, if you're not doing this, you are not a man. And then I'm looking at you like, you say you're cool with this, but are you really?
For sure. Like,
It-
but
but
it
see,
depends. It depends if you're a team or not. Do you know what I mean?
It goes back to the girl you're dating.
I think it's on both sides because I feel like women like have this whole fancy that men are gonna do everything for them. Do you know what I mean? And they sort of stop their own goals for it. Do you know what I mean? And it's like there are certain women out there like that. There are independent women, and then there's probably women in between. Do you get me? It depends who you go for, and you should have those conversations.
Just know the babe you're dating because there's certain girls who will never drop their standards. If this is what they're getting, they will never drop it because they believe I'm able to buy this for myself. You should be able to do it too. I'm not going to settle it. But there's girls out there, and I actually genuinely feel like us three are perfect examples. You could be earning less than us, but as long as we see the effort and you're trying to be somebody, we will not judge you for it.
Like,
Know the people you are dating because it's very crucial to your own securities. If you're dating someone who's out of your life, oh more, you will suffer die. You will suffer die because it's constant headache to keep up with that facade. Date people who are within your lane because guess what? There's people there within your lanes. There's a guy I know who's married to his babe right now. And I remember he said that he remember going on dates with her and this girl was paying. He's married to that girl now. And you know what? He's probably making more than her now. He's gone off. He's had his master's. He's doing the job he's had now flies him all over the place. He's probably making bank, but he remembered that girl.
However, you say this,
that's
yeah?
just an exception, not the rule, though.
Yeah. Because you say this, and I was on TikTok the other day, and I obviously said not everything on the internet, etc., etc. But there was a stat that came up. It's like most of the women that file for divorce, like a lot of them, it's because they out-earned their men. So you're seeing guys obviously going on the internet, the same internet that we're all using, they're seeing like, oh, so if a woman earns more than me, they have like a more of a chance of leaving me. So it's playing more into their insecurities. And I get what you're saying. It's about discernment and knowing who you're with. But sometimes it's hard to ignore that. If you already feel a way about it, even if you didn't, you look at it and be like, yeah.
Statistic, but this is just me talking from what I know. A lot of girls I know earn a lot more than men. Currently, right now, a lot of girls. And a lot of these girls.
You know, and can I just connect on Rob's point? If I'm earning more than my man, I don't think I'll let him know.
Why?
Because of the whole stigma, like there's a certain ego behind men. Just
so you feel
no,
you
and I also give him that space,
leave his
like,
ego.
Because some women like naturally their job will show, and like a man can feel the pressure of her earning more. Whereas I feel like I'm perfect at not perfect, but let's say for example, if I am earning more, you wouldn't really know, and I'll still let you be.
On that point though, say if it's a partnership, like she was alluding to earlier, when you're going to buy a house, your finances are on the table.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like when I went to buy a house with my missus, everything's on the table.
Because you guys have reached that level of seriousness. But I hear what you're saying because you know the YouTuber and Instagrammer SRA, her last relationship, she ended things because like the guy was basically not able to balance up to her standards, even though she always knew from the get-go she was earning more than him. But she noticed that he started doing less and less. I remember I DM'd her. when I was like, oh my God, this sounds exactly like my ex. The minute, because he knew how much I was earning, it became a thing where he started doing less and less. When we were in uni, I was still earning more than this boy, but he put in a lot more effort to get me. Now you're in the relationship years later. I'm still earning more than you. You start doing less and less and less to keep me. I'm not breaking up with you because you're earning less. I'm breaking up with you because you're doing less.
You know what it is?
Because numbers can be deceiving. That could be the case. Men are just
You're
doing less.
doing
Yeah,
less.
that's fair. That's a good point.
He got comfortable with me accepting the small. That became a thing where he just stopped putting in effort. It was never to me, it was never about the money he was spending. It was about the effort he was doing. I remember when you were broke and how you would plan for months what you were going to get for my birthday. Now you actually have money in your bank. But because I'm earning more than you, you think you can do nothing.
But do you know what it is? I think it's like women are accountable to some aspect because like if you earn more than your partner and you're doing it in a way like and you're demasculating them, then obviously I think that's where the insecurities lie. Do you get me? Because it's like you can earn more than your man. Do you know what I mean? But don't act like you earn more than your man because it's all about ego.
But you know what?
You know what as well? Like women know how to cut deep. You guys get in an argument,
But
and
you
then
know,
like some girls will go, "That's what you're broke anyways, man."
Yeah, but I was gonna say, okay, see, that's 100% emasculating. But would you count this emasculating? So let's just say that we're out for dinner, and we're out for dinner, and let's say we've gone on a couple of dinners, but I've paid. Would you find that emasculating?
No, pay for me.
And then the
Soft life FC. Pay for my petrol as well.
Because I would never be the type to ever be like, this is why you're broke. But if we went to places and I obviously knew I have racks in the bank and we've just eaten somewhere nice, I'd be like, if he was going to pay, I'd be like, don't worry, I got it.
I feel like emasculating your partner, it's just something that has to be communicated because emasculating your partner can be a grey area because it doesn't have to necessarily be, that's why you're broke kind of thing. Well, it can be stuff like, you know the way you're saying, women see it as a union, as a partnership. So sometimes we struggle to see it as that. So sometimes it can be stuff every day, kind of like, babe, we need to spend a bit less because we need to make rent by the end of the. Oh, so you're controlling my finances now, like, do you know what I mean? Because
you know what as well. Sometimes it's actually not you, it's the waitress. Bro, sometimes the waitress will just come and give you the bill. Bro, who told you I was paying?
Can I tell you what?
But even to the point like. You know the way if you're in the shop and everything, and like obviously with Apple Pay now, you can just like go ahead. Do you get me? And it's sort of just like letting him like you just have to know your limits. Like it's like not all the time.
Yeah,
paying
let him
for
get
your
the socks.
man,
But you know,
but
can I
letting
say?
him pay for
Let me say something different between my ex. My ex, even if I said I'm gonna pay, he would sit there and allow me to pay. But you want to say I'm emasculating you? If you were really that big of a man, pay.
And look, can I tell you what?
Killing this guy.
Pay.
They're killing him.
But you know what's funny? You guys can't say anything because it's correct. I can offer, but if you really want to pay that bad, you can be like, you know what, babe?
We don't have enough context of the relationship to say anything, so we're just letting you speak.
I'm giving you all the context, but when you deep it though, because I was like, I've never ever turned around and call you broke. I've never ever said you're not earning enough. I've never ever commented on your finances. The only thing I've ever done is offer to spend my finances. So if you're feeling insecure, that's on you, not me.
No, but I get what you're saying.
I think it's about ego though. Sorry, hon.
Yeah,
like, I think it's more so about.
Sorry, hon.
It's about ego more than anything. It doesn't matter about like. It doesn't matter how much you're spending. It's more so they just want to feel like they're provided. Do you get me?
So then do
provide
it.
and protect.
You could have the money. Like even I remember sometimes when I was with my ex, like, and he wasn't working or something. It was just even sending money to his rev, so it looked like he was paying because it was just more so like it was just like I've got you, so it's okay for everyone else. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's times that I've been broke and he's paid for me all the time. Do you know what I mean? It's just like it's more about optics than anything.
But that's what I was gonna say. I think men really love looking good in front of other men and other people. Yeah. That's where that's why I linked the whole like bringing up your man a plate thing. Because like I think this whole finance thing is because I don't know, probably like your ex probably thought like people were watching him and he felt like he needed to up you. Because if nobody was ever watching him and like he didn't care what other people think, I don't think he would have gotten the car a week after. That wouldn't have made
sense. The car one is definitely up there. Because he saw you get a car, people are going to see you have a new car.
That one is very
I got
a car. I had been driving for maybe about 2 years prior to that, and then there was something wrong with my car. Like it was leaking at like the roof. It was a very old car, so like I bought a crappy car to learn how to drive. So then once that started leaking, it got recalled into like Toyota for something. So while they were fixing it, I just happened to be in like a garage, and I was like, oh my God, I really like the look of that car. When I did a test drive, bought the car the following week. You got it as a
necessity as well.
Yeah, because like the car was so old. I had been driving, I had a full license, everything. he had not even had a full license. I don't even know if he had done one. I don't think he had done one lesson. Guys, legit, the week after, my car was 162, but a 161.
Bro, my guy went to go get a loan to do things.
He wanted to get a loan to compete with his babes.
Yeah.
But you know what? But like once again, it's like I know I can understand what you're saying, and I resonate with what you're saying. What you're saying isn't wrong, right? But also the thing is right. Women have a lot of feminine things. Like there's a lot of women out there that like they might have trigger warning, like might have miscarriage or something, or like they might not be able to bear kids, and they feel like less of a woman for that, and nobody else is judging you for that, but you're projecting that on everybody else. For us, all we've been drilled in, like literally, do you know how many African men come home and all they do is drop money on the table and do nothing else? So it's kind of like, this is my one job to be a man, and I can't even do that.
Now I need it's the 21st century. If anybody looking here, you should just slide into my DMs. I need 21st century.
Don't slide into
I need
DMs.
someone who can cook.
She said,
If you can't even boil rice, don't talk to me. I'm Nigerian. If you can't cook, don't talk to me. I'm not saying you need to cook all the time, but you must know how to.
People that don't know how to cook, like men that don't know how to cook, that's
Some people hate it. Some people absolutely hate it.
No, there's a difference between hating it and not knowing how to do it. You can hate cooking, but
Well, because you hate cooking, that's why a lot of people don't know how to, because they don't bother to learn, because they hate it.
Nah, that's stupid, man.
There's a lot of girls out there who don't know how to cook either, because they hate being in the kitchen.
Girls that don't know how to cook, that's how your wife can say, "Oh, you pissed me off. I'm not feeding you this week. What are you gonna do then?"
You die.
order McDonald's.
Take out. Take out Chinese.
Long, man.
Guys, you know what? I haven't actually finished with the follow-up question.
Oh, man. Sorry, Roz was cooking. Roz was
No, but
in a
like-
bag.
No, but you know what? It was honestly amazing. I loved that turnabout. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But basically what I was going to say was, okay, you guys like the plate being brought to you. What's the equivalent for women? Like, what are you doing for women?
Pay your bills.
Pay for
my
pay
nails.
for all the.
I've never had that happen.
You never had someone pay your nails.
No one has ever paid for my nails.
Hey, Mr. Newman,
Mr.
if you're watching this,
Mr. Munch.
this guy's crazy.
She said it.
She did. She said it. You said it yourself. You said
That's
it.
crazy. But like, I feel like...
Why am I bringing you flowers, paying all the dates? Is that not the equivalent?
That's nice.
Okay.
That's lovely. I understand. But see, the plate thing, I'm doing it to make you look good in front of you. That's one of the aspects. I'm doing it to make you look good in front of your people, and I don't mind. However, how are you making me look good in my?
What about the just because flowers that you post, girls posting?
Yes, that counts. What's yours?
Okay.
So we're at a function, yeah? We're at a function.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to be a function.
How are you making your girl look good?
For a little twirl or something like that.
Okay.
She brings you a plate, you give her a twirl.
see my face?
Even.
Yeah, but Ree has a good example.
I have two. Okay.
Go on.
Making the bed.
Okay.
Making the bed. If a man makes the bed, I swear to God, I will do anything for you.
She gonna mess up the bed again.
Honestly.
You're gonna mess it all up again. You're gonna mess it all up again.
Let's mess it up.
You get me?
Oh, sorry, baby.
And the second one is at functions. Maybe with family, but you're not doing just grab you. Do you get me? Like, it doesn't have to be sexual or something. But it's like
That's what I just said.
that's
twirl.
You know what?
You
Yeah.
get me? Just to make you feel like you're the only girl in the room.
I have a story of where like
The Irish in him.
a guy basically brought the plate for me. So basically, I don't want to emphasize where I was at, but I was at like a group kind of dinner thing.
Where was it?
Huh? Where?
Yeah.
I said I don't want to name details because I post everything on my gram and people can stalk me now. So basically, yeah, it was a dinner thing, and I brought the guy I was like currently kind of like dating to it. And you know, towards the end, like it's a big table, you know, everyone has to pay separately and stuff. He was like, guys, send me like I'll pay.
For everybody.
It was like the bill was like 300, like, and he goes, I pay. Y'all send me the money. And you know, sometimes not all the money gets sent. He was like, and I was like,
Yeah, and he's just comfortable with it. Yeah.
I was just like,
That's my man. That's my man. Okay.
But see, this is the thing. To spin it back, right? To spin it back, you see how the thing that made you was money. So back,
He provided finance.
he provided finance
Because he
and
can
that's,
provide.
Like, so once again,
Providing.
even what's called like think about what you just said. Oh, what's the equivalent of bringing a plate? He said paying for nails. He said buying just because flowers. See how it all comes back to money at the end.
But Dave did say give her a
I said
twirl.
make the bed.
Yeah.
I said make the bed.
Yeah.
See why I didn't say
Give her a
Also,
twirl.
hold me close.
He said give her a twirl.
Yeah, she's talking about affection there.
I think there's little things like just make me look good in front of my
Okay, I have a question though. Yeah, you see the way that women say, "Oh, don't do wifely duties for a husband, 100%. For a boyfriend." Yeah.
But how does it become a
But
husband?
you expect us to do husbandly duties for?
See, I'm not someone like that because I'm naturally so domestic. I do it. Like for when I hear that statement, it pisses off people like me because I nearly feel like I have to alter my DNA to live by that. And I can't.
Don't do it,
because
don't do
I naturally do a lot of these things. I'm naturally a nurturing person. I'm naturally a caring person. I naturally go out of my way
So
for
what
people.
you're saying is if you do something naturally, you shouldn't change how you are
I
for
don't
other
think so.
people.
Yeah,
That's
like
what
if
you're
If
saying.
you naturally do like wifey
But set
duties,
boundaries. Don't change who you are, but you can set boundaries.
Yeah, go back to the cuddling.
This is why I say set
You ran it back a
boundaries.
second
Because
episode.
I am someone who is naturally so nurturing and caring. I don't give that to everybody who can use and abuse it.
I have a question. What's your love language?
My love language.
We did body count,
Acts of
love
service and
language.
words of affirmation. Acts of service and
I was
words of
gonna say that's mine
affirmation.
too.
Yeah, mine is definitely the
Acts and
words.
service is key for me.
The words of affirmation. Mine's every single one of them. I realised.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I think everybody likes all of them, but like there's two dominant. I feel like I'm not a very materialistic person. You don't have to buy me something extremely bougie or buy flowers all the time.
Like your love
Because how you
language.
give
What's
love and how you receive love are two different
But see,
things.
the thing is, I'm like gift giving. I can gift you with food. It's not costing me plenty of money.
I think words
But
of
you would
affirmation-
appreciate it more.
That's
For
my
me,
specialty.
I hold people to what they say. The tongue is a powerful
Yeah.
thing. I hold you to what you're saying. If you're telling me something, I expect it to be done. And acts of service. If you are someone who's going out of their way for me, I will notice it. If you're going to work, like I said, that guy, like the Ashake concert that day, he was swamped with work. This boy finished work, hopped in the car, and sat in traffic for 2 hours to make sure he was at a concert for my birthday.
Is this Mr. Man with the munch as well? That guy is winning, man.
I feel like you have
Don't
to-
gas him too much. Don't gas him too much. Don't gas him too
High
much.
five to him.
Don't gas him too much. But it was something I rated because I was like, you were exhausted. You have worked a whole day of work. You still hopped in a car. And driving for 2 hours is not whether you're stuck in traffic or not. Because you can't switch the cruise control. You're starting to stop in that pedal, mate. It's something I rate. And it's something I will not forget. That to me is way better than any designer bag. Because you can go, if you have money, you can walk into a shop and buy something and just hand it to someone and not give a hell. But being able to sit in a car in traffic for 2 hours to make sure you're there for someone is completely different.
I feel like in regards to love, sorry, yeah, what? I feel like we should bear in mind that our love language can depend on what we're lacking right now. For example, growing up, because obviously when you're young, the guys around you don't really have that much money, so what were they using? Their words. So I had bare love of words of affirmation, loads. Now growing up,
You want something else?
now I want quality time, I want physical touch, and I want acts of service. I don't want to do words.
She does want it from you, bro. From
Physical
you, bro.
touch to me is so scary because you can have people touch you and not mean it. Same with gift giving. You can have people buy you
Yeah,
stuff.
physical
But guys
touch.
can fly you out.
Means it.
What no. Bro over there saying how you can cuddle
can
girls and it doesn't mean
scare you.
anything.
Men can scare you.
No, but
There's guys that will fly you out and you will
This is
mean
why
nothing.
girls fall in love because he's given the touchy touch and then they're
Boyfriend's
like,
does.
oh, do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
He knows how to.
There's guys out there that can fly you out.
Get me?
No, but
And then
look,
you're making girls fall in love
But
with you
this-
because you're not even having any sexual relations with them. You're just cuddling them, holding them.
No, he's having a sexual relations too.
what is it like? No, but like, but once again, like,
No, of course it's not denying it. Of course it's not denying it.
but once again, once again, that's why I asked before. Is it like what it means to you or what it means to them? Because I could take you and I could fly you here and do all of this and do all of this, but let's say I spent 5,000, but 5,000 doesn't mean anything to me.
Bola.
That's what I'm saying.
okay
Some
with me.
guys can really do that. They'll take you on your island getaway dream destination and it'll mean crap.
It means
to them.
nothing because it doesn't actually mean anything to me.
I remember what I wanted
Instagram.
to say actually, just to hop on his point, yeah. Women, right? Listen up.
That's a deal.
They are the problem.
No, not that I'm advocating. Get out of here. Not that I'm advocating. I'm not advocating. I'm not advocating. But women are so used to, in regards to, we're not talking about relationships. We're talking about like casual stuff, sneaky link, and situationships. Women are so used to being treated like rubbish when it comes to those things. So when they meet men that don't want anything serious, but fly them out, feed them, treat them nice, cuddle them, and stuff like that, they feel like, oh, this guy likes me because he's doing that stuff. No, babe. That's just him.
We have a friend who's living proof of that. We were talking about it earlier on today, and the guy was one of my mates, and I can see from both their sides. But the thing that was so sad is that he's completely innocent, and I never judged him for it because she has been treated so horrifically
Oh yeah, the bars.
that when someone treated her this nice, she thought it was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it
what?
wasn't.
'Cause I was talking to some girls and I was like, oh, if someone was to move to you, how would you want them to move to you? And what they said kind of just blew my mind because I was like, your bar is in hell, because they were like, oh, actually speak to me, as in like, it's like they were saying that some men will speak to you, but they're not actually listening to you, they're just responding to what you're saying. So now when I come and I actually am interested in what you have to say, and I'm looking you in your eyes and I'm speaking to you, no, oh my God, he likes me. No, I'm just speaking to you like it's a conversation.
That's taking liberties though.
What do you mean?
Like, so I don't know what men those girls were talking to.
That's crazy.
Because those guys were not even trying to be their
If I'm not
friends.
interested in my conversation, I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, you know
Like,
when
I'm
someone's
sort of
not interested.
Like, what? Like,
They're
if you dare catcall me, I swear to God, you will get it. Because do not. Like, do not.
Yo, babe.
Yeah.
Yo, B.
What's your name?
What's your name? Where you from?
I don't know. I just feel like at a certain age, like obviously experience is important. Like talking to people, like the amount of talking stages I've been in, just to know that okay, like if he's talking to me but not actually listening and stuff like that. Like I don't know. Like
Me
at this
personally-
point, you have to really.
Can I ask you a question though?
Me personally, I have no more talking stages left.
Yeah, I
for
was
me.
going literally. What does a talking stage
I have
consist of?
no more
Like
talking
what actually is
stages
the?
It's not even
left
that thing.
in me.
Like, it's not even a
It's usually like, hey,
hey.
What's your favorite
hey.
color?
Ignore
What
it,
up today? How you doing?
Oh, that's a talk. You're just literally talking.
Yeah.
Getting to know somebody.
Yeah, like to be honest, talking.
I have
stage,
no more
speaking
talking
language,
stages left to me.
situation.
If I have to tell one more person what my siblings' name are, my favorite color, it's over.
Your favorite pet.
What is your favorite
I don't have a pet. So,
What
what?
is your
Yeah,
favorite
like
color?
talking stage.
Me, it depends. If we're talking what I like to wear or just the color that I think is very pretty. I
Oh,
love
we're
the
doing
color.
this.
I love the color blue.
Come on.
I think it's very pretty.
Which
But when
kind
it
of
comes to clothes, like sky blue, like Tiffany
that.
blue, all that. And then if it comes to clothes, then it's like I like my whites, black, browns, neutral colors.
Can I say something? I've actually noticed something here. Because the bar is in hell. Like if you're right into hell, right? If you're just driving the car there.
Please,
and you
Ireland
take
is
a
hell,
left and you're entering hell. The bar is at the gate.
Do you see? Ireland is hell. That Dublin airport, as you land, just look where you're in.
The bar is literally in hell, right? And
Just know you're in hell.
and listen to this, right? And listen to this. Men are capitalizing.
Yeah.
They know.
Now, like, okay, yeah.
There's
like,
no fresh meat there.
If a bear,
Nothing.
understand that if he's paying on the first date, that's the bare minimum.
Yeah.
But like, because he knows that guys are not paying on the first date, he's saying, yeah, I'm better than them, man. No.
I saw a
It's a
tweet that
trick.
says being the first good guy girl date is so great because you'll pay for food on the first date and she'll think you're the one.
I heard one of my friends was
That
telling me,
tweet killed
you know
me.
when
Just thinking of-
girls do the fake reach, yeah? One of my friends was telling me the guy did the fake reach on the date.
Oh, please tell me he had money to
People
pay.
are
He had money to
literally
pay.
taking the piss. They're
Dating is
because the
shambles
bar
in
is hell.
Ireland.
And it's just so funny to me.
Dating is shambles in this place.
Oh man, thank God.
I remember some guy wanted to take me out and he wanted to go for a spin in my own car.
Wait, no. Context
No,
is king.
wait, have
Context
you
is
seen
king.
her car
What
though?
car do you drive?
She drives a Merc.
Audi A3.
That's why.
Audi.
Did he put petrol in the car at least?
I didn't go for the drive.
What?
Someone,
Yeah.
we should go for a spin sometime in your car. I hardly seen delivered. Like, it's not happening.
What? That's no.
He said your car petrol is
But it was
Petrol's
Audi.
expensive.
Car is
I didn't even have
sexy.
the Audi at the
Her
time,
car
though.
is
It wasn't
sexy.
even the Audi, it
Was
was
it?
like the Hyundai, yeah. I was literally like, bought a big fat Harley. I just spent my own petrol.
This guy,
In this economic crisis, where diesel
Big fat hardly.
this guy, I don't know. He on Instagram new to me, and then I gave him my number and we're on the phone, talking. First of all, like guys like to. The first trick to realize like a red flag when talking to a guy is excessive love bombing. So he's like, oh, like I really wanted to talk to you. I'm really into you. Da, da, da. Just excessive love bombing. Then I think he tried to like weed me in, and he was like, oh, like I really want to take you out. Like I really want to take you out, but my car is in the shop. Do you mind? Like basically, he was telling me to wait for him to take me on a date while his car is in the shop.
Wait, what?
How long?
I said
Most
what I said,
people's
word for
cars
word.
are never in the shop for that long. Like anytime
I
I've
knew
ever
it was- I
needed
knew it was
anything
a
on my
scam.
car,
I knew
it's
it.
been
Also,
like.
what is wrong with
Maybe
love
I've had to
bombing?
leave it over the weekend, but that's it.
I would have been on the same wavelength as you, but last year, my car was in the shop for forever.
Last year,
Wait, but were you driving
his
like a
cars
Merc
went
or
all
something?
year.
It was Audi.
Yeah, but see, cars like that, the parts take a while to sometimes get, and it's similar. But if you're driving like a Toyota, Honda, any of those Chinese cars, mate, I can order it for you on Google or even Amazon.
Did your ex drive that car? Did your ex drive one of those cars?
He drove. I can't even remember what he drove. I think he drove like a Mazda or something, Sha. But anyways,
But you guys get that story though. Do you understand what happened?
like he's telling you to wait.
So he decided to just try and distract me with love bombing, right?
So
Telling
keep
me I'm like the,
waiting.
whatever. Then he was like, my car's in the shop, which it probably isn't, and then said that, oh, you have to now wait.
Yeah.
And I said,
it's
oh, but you
control.
can get me a taxi to the place. I don't mind meeting you there. And he was like, yeah, I know I can do that, but like, you know,
didn't
I'm
want
not
to.
as a man. You know, saying like as a man, I'm not because the bar is in hell. I feel like I should drive you there as a man. And then wait, okay, you know what? Yeah, end the call when you get your car fixed.
Call me back.
Come back.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Did he come back?
No.
No, because
No.
Like,
I already
He
knew
was
what he
working
was
off lip
playing at.
service.
I have friends. I just
Fine.
take one of my
Yeah,
friends'
take one
cars.
of the-
Yeah.
I just be like, yo, Jordan, give me your car for the weekend.
See,
Yeah.
the bar is in hell.
See, the thing is, this is my only toxic trait. My only toxic trait, guys. My only toxic trait.
First it was a little bit. Now she's actually talking about a toxic trait.
I'm not toxic.
Don't raise your voice at my girl.
But
Go
this
ahead,
is
babe.
but this is not it's
Got
not
you.
toxic relationship trait. Do you get me? Like, but if I am not like infatuated with you from the get go, I won't be interested.
Is
Okay.
that toxic?
No facts.
Can I ask what infatuation consists of? Is that on the
Like
physical
obsessed.
or no?
No, like the
You
first
as a
time-
person.
Yeah, like if like let's say the first message, like the first conversation through text, like if it's not banging, I'm literally like I'm out.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
I see
that's
that.
a pressure, man.
Yeah.
Guys are coming in with the
If
best
you
bars.
don't have sauce, you can't date me.
Yeah.
Like I need
What-
someone who has
what's-
banter
I
and
need
who's
someone
cheeky.
Like,
What
if
sauce
You need
for
to be able
texting,
to.
though?
You need to be able to insult
Sound
me,
the voice
Like,
bit.
and I insult you back and not
Yeah.
be sensitive.
No, if someone texts me, hey, what's up? I'm not responding.
As you
Do you
should.
get me? Like, oh,
What you have
like
to text? What?
Because
My head is
Yeah,
Slide
Great,
into my
man.
DMs with
Great.
sauce. Be creative.
Hey, what's
Be
up?
funny.
I've been
No,
I've been out the game too
real.
long. Man.
Said something funny.
Oh, send a meme.
You know what?
You can do
Someone
anything.
said to
Don't
me.
be dry.
This is creativity. He was young, so I couldn't really go for him. But he said he came into my DMs. He said A6, and I was like, wait, what? He goes, oh, I thought this was a snack machine. Okay.
Did you get
That's
that? No, that would
That's
piss
good.
me off.
That's good.
I like pickup lines. I'm not gonna lie.
A6. Sorry. What?
I was just in the vending machine looking for a snack. You know?
Listen, you get it.
One time someone sent me a basketball and then they were like, I'm shooting my shot.
Wait, so
And I was
so
like,
her guy's got to be a month, and my guy isn't.
That's not.
do you know, I'm that real. I'm your munch. No, I was saying, you're my munch. I'm your lunch. That's me.
I could
Once
be- I
I
could be
like
someone's
you.
munch.
Once I like you.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like sometimes girls don't know that, like, just because I moved to you today doesn't mean that I haven't been looking at you for months. Do you get what I'm saying? And sometimes it's like, oh,
I know my guy was.
you like Frank Ocean. All of a sudden now, there's Frank Ocean on my story.
Yeah, I've seen Steve Lacey on the stuff for
Respond to
6
some
months.
interesting. Do not like respond to my stories being like heart eyes are paying. Like you call me paying, it's X'd out. And if you text me on Snapchat, best believe I'm not gonna respond.
Yeah.
Like if you like, I don't care what age you are,
Yeah.
right? Don't ask me for, or if I'm talking to you on Instagram or you have my number and you ask for my Snap, gone.
I want
Do you know
Because
what-
I don't know why you're talking to me on Snap.
I think I know what my bag would be if I was single.
What?
You post a song? Oh, I like the song.
Yeah.
I love that song. I like that film. Oh, I love that film. I'm looking up Rotten Tomatoes right now and checking the reviews, saying, oh yeah, I love the part where, and for me, subjectively as an art, I thought it was like,
Wait,
That's
so
what
if a
I'm
guy asks for like let's say we first time I'm talking to you, or
You know,
I'm talking
Dave,
to you in
you
person,
know,
whatever.
you know.
And instead of asking for your number, ask for your Instagram. What's that?
Instagram's okay.
Instagram's
but, like,
okay.
look,
I would prefer that. I don't just give my
Also,
number.
don't call if you call me on Snapchat, block me back.
Like, I have like 49, like, and I just delete all the time. I just open it because I'm literally like, what?
say you're 49 DMs.
49, yeah.
On
No,
Snapchat?
on Snap, yeah.
I want to. If a guy asks me for my Snap at a motive, he just wants to.
People
have
don't know
sex.
my snap. I don't give it
Is
to
that what Snap means?
No, but what?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Snapchat.
Not even Instagram.
No, Instagram's okay.
Instagram's
because
different.
At least
He wants to wait a little bit longer for the sex.
Snap is
Alright.
shady. Snap
I don't
is-
use
And what does
Snap,
number
so-
mean?
Because listen,
What's
if your chats are delete straight after, there's like not 24 hours.
Facts.
You're cheating. Do you get me? Or it's like,
Yeah.
do you get me?
Yeah,
Or
hey.
if you're sending me red boxes.
Yeah.
Hardly.
Yeah.
It's not going.
Yeah.
Fat hard.
Wait, what does red boxes mean? What does red boxes
Red,
mean?
like the
Yeah, no, yeah, but what?
Put that piece.
Fix- Okay.
red boxes.
Yeah.
So there's no. So you can just clear chat.
You know what? Yeah. They don't send you nudes on Instagram now.
No, they don't send you news on
They don't
Instagram.
send you nudes on Instagram.
Yeah,
Snapchat.
the only person I've spoken to on
You know,
Snapchat in years sent me a video
you know
that
beside
did
the
one.
bar in hell, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Right there.
No,
I don't
Snap
talk to
is-
people. I don't talk to people on Snapchat.
Snap is shady.
In fact, I just don't talk
sir.
to people. That's what my
Or
problem
if
is.
you're adding me in and out of your private story, grow up.
How do you know if they took you out though?
I want.
Well,
Because when you go into Instagram and you go in their following, you can see if it's green or
No,
blue.
on
so you don't like getting added on the
Snapchat, I
close
don't-
friends,
I don't-
no?
No, I don't mind the close friends.
Okay.
Add me on close friends. If you keep taking me out and back in again.
Well, how do you know
like
that
we're
they've
playing
taken you-
games and I'm not even chatting to you?
But how do you
Well, how do you know they've taken you
Maybe
out?
the only one of my
Because
close
let's say,
friends.
You're chatting, like you have your.
The private
on
story is
your
even a
private
different
story-
color, isn't
private
it?
story, you're like posting every day, every day. And then I'm out, and then back in, and you can just.
Maybe I took the day off.
It's like no, but it's like you text me, I'm in your private story. Do you get me? I reply to you, and then I don't respond. Out your private story. You text me again,
giving
back in
sassy
the
man.
private story. Like grow up, honestly.
giving-
I'm
yeah.
done. I'm done.
I hear.
Facts.
I hear.
I hear.
Listen,
Yeah.
If I see you at that restaurant in your story, that restaurant's dope. I love that place. Did you get the shrimp thingy mabob? I love that. Love that.
That's
Very-
funny.
You're a sick boy.
That is so funny. I've never had to do
I'm
that.
trying to understand what my bag would be, but I'm never getting
Something else I also hate is when they're initially ridiculously obsessed with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, love bombing. Yeah. Because it's
I had this one guy like at work because I said hi to him. He thought I liked him, and then people at work was not gassing him. Then he started telling me that like I'd walk to the like microwaves at work. He would notice my bum, and then he was like, "Oh my god, you could sing!" Oh, dropping faint. Then he was like, every single emoji I posted up on Instagram, it was love her this, love her that, love her this. What you doing? I even remember for like last, it was like in November, and it was our Christmas party in December. He messaged me at like 4 a.m. one morning asking if I was going to the Christmas party. I was like, the hell?
There's nothing worse.
Had to
though.
block him.
There's no worse with a crush though, where you're deeper in it than the other person. It's not.
There was never a
reciprocated.
crush on my side.
Yeah, man.
Like, once again,
I was
act like
just
you've been here
nice.
before. Like,
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Talk to me like I'm a normal person. Be cheeky and banterous. When you're doing the heart emoji, love eyes, I'm gonna be like,
yeah, it's a bit too much, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah, also, but women, don't just come into my DMs and say, hey.
Is that, you got it like
I don't
that?
slide into
You're lucky.
DMs.
If I go into someone's DMs, best believe I'm gonna get you. Do you know what I mean? Best believe.
Come on.
Because I'm not shooting my shot for no reason.
Do you shoot your shot though?
Girls think they have game. A lot of
I don't
girls,
shoot
some
my
girls do
shot.
Don't
have
shoot
game.
never.
Some girls do have game, and I'll
She
give it to
has
them.
game. I've seen
I feel
it.
like I
Yeah,
have game.
how have you moved to? How have you moved to?
You can't give away your game on the pod.
No, like obviously I have
Oh,
to depend. It depends on the guy. Like I've obviously kind of like, let's say like observed how they are on social media and in person. So I kind of gauge how I move to them.
Different styles. Yeah.
Sometimes I just have to show up and be there. Other times I actually have to like talk to them. Other times like
effort.
if they're cheeky, then I do a cheeky pickup line. There's just no.
Should I talk about the one time I feel like I had game? It was with this. It was that guy. Remember we went to the party. He already knew who I was. I knew who he was, but I didn't know he knew who I was. So when I got to the party, because he's on a podcast, I was going to say something on his podcast, and I just didn't remember. And I got to the party, all these girls were like dancing with him. So me, I was like, I started just being in my own world, not paying him attention. And I think things just started to progress throughout the night. Then I noticed I was looking for a cup. He offered to share his drink with me. And then I was like, oh, I'm driving. And he was like, oh, don't worry, just a little bit. So I was like, okay, we started sharing drinks. Then I don't know, I think there were Afrobeat warriors or something, and we were taking a make out with them.
No, that's
then he
me.
said something, he was like, go Ross, go Ross. I was like, he knows my name. I was like, all right. And then that's when I was like, you know what? I was like, I remember going to his podcast party a year before, and because it was in the UK, their tickets were sold out. So I shot my shot on Twitter by basically saying, guys, any chance you have 2 tickets for some like Irish babes to come to this party? So they actually gave us extra tickets. So since I knew he was on the podcast, I was like, funny story. I was like, I know your podcast. I was that Irish babe who hit you guys up on Twitter. And he was like, no, he was like, we proper had a meeting about you and everything. And I was like, oh, I can't hear you. Let's go outside.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
Yeah. I just have to give eyes, not gonna lie.
Just give eyes. No, this is see how chill, like cool I am.
No, not those eyes. But you know, if you're talking to someone, do you get me? It's just I can't do the eyes now because I'm
I
not
actually
gonna
seen
do
her
it.
do it. And she's 10 out of 10. I was even looking at her like, oh, yo, what are you saying? Like, what are you saying? Though? Are we not going to leave? She drove me there. I was like, are we not going to go? Like, I don't need this guy. Come on, let's go home.
It is. It's a secret talent of mine, to be honest.
Ooh,
You know what?
And it's
I
only
need
when I get
to see this
laid.
in action.
It's dangerous.
Just to emphasize on like the looking thing, I won't lie to you. If you're not paying, I'm not looking at you. However,
Yeah.
if we're at a motive and I've stared at you for more than 10 seconds,
Guys, am I the only person guilty of this? You might not find someone attractive like that, but when you see bare girls all of a sudden talking to them, all of a sudden they're hella attractive.
oh no, I don't like that.
What? I'm not gonna lie, that happened to me that day.
Girls like guys
I was
like
like, I played it off, but then when I saw all the girls trying to talk to this boy, I was like, what sauce has he got? I'm trying to find
To be honest, like if a guy wants to move to me at a like, they need to be cheeky because I've got a real like quick mouth. Do you get me? And I'm really smart. Do you know what I mean?
I get that.
So if you're like stuttering or something, like I already know. I already. Do you get me? Like you.
And
just
I know
have
that
to-
they listen
you
to the
gotta-
wish.
You gotta put me on the spot.
There's nothing wrong with
Not
stuttering,
anymore.
by the way, guys. I stutter sometimes.
Not anymore, the game's
I
done.
stutter
I
sometimes.
can't remember them
down.
times.
Yeah, I can't remember them times being trying to. What about you, bro? Do you think? All right.
Yeah, but apart from that, I don't shoot my shot. I let them come talk to me, and I never like the people who really come talk to me.
Yeah, but that's why you have to shoot your shot.
I do, but see, the thing is, I think it's Ireland. I can't be shooting my shot when I already know this person's whole entire history.
Yeah, not
Like Ireland is.
The ghetto, yeah. Incestuous dating scene.
The only place I'm shooting my shot is in the UK.
In the UK,
Because first of all, there's a
That's
90% success rate in the UK.
They love the accent as well.
Whoa.
They love the
Outside the different
accent.
friends, no.
And
And we
like,
say stuff and he's like, "You bloody Irish."
What's the story? The Irish lads go to the UK and they put on the accent a bit more.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. What's the story? Yeah. What's the crack? What's the
But
story?
then they come home, they're just like, in it, bruv.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Wait, I actually had this question. Do you guys think you can find love in the club?
No,
No.
you will never find your husband in the club.
I did.
How about
Did
house
you?
parties? What about house parties?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that was quite.
That's why it's different.
What's the difference?
That's why it's even
Wait,
more
what's the
organic,
difference?
'cause, like,
Yeah, I love
you
house
ended up on a
parties.
couch and you've hit it off, or like you said, you
Yeah.
start dancing and
You
vibing.
can talk.
Yeah.
Like in a club, you can't really talk to someone.
Yeah.
We're just
Oh, you could
like-
do what Ross says. Come outside. I can't hear you.
Yeah.
in the
It
cold,
was
in
so
the
Smoking
smoke
area. Yeah.
I never ever admit to this boy that I pulled that on him, but yeah, I knew what I was doing. I was like,
You know, yeah.
I can't hear you. I was like,
Yeah, but you can't actually move to people in the club. You have to wait till after. It's the
Yeah.
after once everyone is like, just milling about. That's when you have to put it to work.
And everyone's like vultures at the end of the night because they're trying to get gas.
Yeah. Tell me before the lights go on.
Excuse me,
Yeah.
can I talk to you? Excuse me, can I talk to you?
yeah, no,
Then
in
the
the
lights come
club,
on and
I'm still
what was it
asking you,
doing?
what do you do? Where do you work? And
Yeah.
I mean, and it may be after our 9 to 5, but what do you do?
If I want someone to stop talking to me, I'm literally like, I want marriage and kids in the next 2 months.
Hey, yo.
I'm literally like, I want marriage and kids, and they're like, oh okay, how is it gonna go?
Yeah,
What?
I'm up with that.
I'm literally like, really? I was
Yeah.
like, propose right now.
There was this one.
Do you get me?
Judge's like, can I kneel down?
Can I tell you something? I'm actually so crazy. I did that once. What happened was I was in the UK and like the party was popping. Then obviously, backstory. I was obviously trying to get on the table. You know the story. My girl wanted to sit down, so I had to get the table. Do you get me? So obviously I moved to like one guy. He was kind of rubbish. So then I saw this other one deeper in the corner. And then like he just kind of held me for the whole night. And I was very convinced that yes, we was gonna get married and I was gonna have his first child.
See that club romance as well. You do. That's
What?
it.
Usher love in the club.
I wanna make love in this club.
Yeah. So you're just locking eyes. It's just
I'm what you
nobody
want.
else.
I'm trying to remember my
I'm what you need.
He's
He's got you trapped.
No, do you know what I remember? I remember like it was a girl like in a friend. I didn't even try to raise her up, but it's like she'd studied it or something. She's like David. It's a lot of eye contact, and then like not in a literally like enough eye contact when I'm talking to someone kind of thing. And she said something like I just make a smile or something like that. As like subconsciously, I wouldn't even know I'm doing a smile, but like I used to like look at it and smile, and literally like that'd be it kind of thing, or just I say eye contact.
Yeah.
But, like, just-
She was dripping from
like
your eye
enough-
contact.
Like
No, this is saying this girl was just I didn't know. I didn't know. See, me back in the day, I didn't know if I was getting moved to ever.
That was me.
Yeah, straight up, I did not know if I was getting moved
If you
to.
weren't extremely obvious,
Yeah.
I'd be trying to you like
Yeah.
normal.
I would not know.
I can definitely tell. There's a certain way like guys look at you when like.
But you know what I think for me, I think it's like a mental block because I don't see you flirting, so I just don't see it. I just switch off my
No,
head.
I feel like though, as a woman naturally, you need
I'm
to
like,
be
oh,
aware.
he's so friendly. And then people be like, what's that? I'm like, oh, really?
I feel like you need to naturally. Now this is scary, not to turn it dark, but sometimes you need to actually be aware of who's looking at you in a certain way and who's talking to you in a certain way, because like like just to not really go there or be alone in a room with that kind of person, or like
See,
not
number
to
one,
allow them to walk you. that
I
kind of
don't
thing,
go
like-
anywhere. You don't see me anywhere.
That's
You
true.
can never
I'm
be
just letting
anywhere
you
with me
know,
alone.
babe, I'm just saying, so let's say you go outside Ireland, because outside Ireland is where the spec is kind of thing, you get me? So just being aware of like who's looking at you a certain way or who's
It's
trying to,
I get what you're
just to
saying.
be on the safe
no,
side.
but I feel like I just don't put
Self-preservation.
myself in situations like
Yes,
that.
100%.
And like if I'm going anywhere in the UK, I'm not going alone. I'm usually there with my friends. Like I've never gone to an event where it's just me on my ones. I've never gone to a house party where it's me on my ones.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if I'm going home, I'm hopping in a taxi. Like I'm never ever alone. Like even like when I disappeared on the show and I was fully not convinced this was a show and I thought I was being sex trafficked, I sent my mom my location from the car. I said, "You're watching me move."
Yeah.
I never
don't
put
hear from me in
myself.
24
Yeah,
hours.
I never put myself in those sort
Yeah.
of situations.
Yeah.
So if whether you can look at me die, I will
It's
never.
a try-
I am a child of God.
Amen.
His shadow and his word
Amen.
is forever beside me. You try, he will strike you. Don't
Amen.
fire you.
Still,
Amen.
Still,
I hear
you
that.
know who's crazy.
I think Dave wanted us to finish up, did he? Yeah. They're good, they're gone, are they?
Right. Oh my God, guys. So it was amazing having you guys.
Thank
As
you for
could
having us.
see-
Part 1 and part 2.
We've been here tonight.
Yeah,
like,
we'll
guys,
see
this
you.
was actually long. We need to do this again, except y'all gonna bring us to your place.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. We'll sort that out.
Yeah.
Come on, charge it.
And if you give me enough notice, maybe I'll cook.
Oh, please.
If you give me enough notice.
Okay.
So,
I need to try that.
end of February.
That's even perfect.
Give me enough
We'll
notice.
make it work for the end of
Give me
February.
enough notice.
Calm.
Yeah.
We'll figure out a date and we'll
I'll marinate my chicken
communicate.
for 2 days, like
Don't
I did
worry.
for my friends.
Don't
So, thanks guys for watching. Thanks for staying tuned and catch us again. Bye.
Oh my gosh, that was a